Good day, everybody. My name is Raphael with Shomo DJs, and I'm going to share with you tips and tricks for AV conference event setups. If you're not familiar with AV means audio visual, which is projecting what's on your computer, presentations, videos, photos on a screen, which is fairly bigger than your computer screen to display and share for an audience. And generally, you do this with a projector and a projector screen. The projector connects to your computer, or if you have a TV that's big enough, you can connect your computer to that TV. And that is the visual part. The audio part is microphones that enhance the voice of your presenter for the general audience to hear. You use microphones like lavalier mics or handheld mics, and you connect those to speakers, loudspeakers, which then projects the voice of the projector of the presenter. Now, off the top of my head, of course, naturally, you want to test the projector connections. There are many connections, different computers with different inputs. So you've got to be able to connect your computer to the projector or to the TV. And this takes the proper connections such as HDMI, USB-C, so on and so forth. There are converters if you do need converters, and this is where the test run comes in. You see if your connector or your cable is the right one for your computer. If not, then you get a converter, and the converter then makes that cable connect to your computer. So you have to test this to make sure that what is on your computer is properly displayed out of the projector or onto the TV. This brings me to the settings on your computer. Sometimes you have extended display settings or mirrored display settings. If you're not familiar with those settings, I would recommend Googling it so that you may learn about it. This does affect how your image on the computer is displayed through the projector. The computer sends that type of image extended or mirrored through the projector, which could create a double view or maybe split screen type of view. And so you have to get those set up first before your presentation. For microphones, you have many different flavors of microphones, different brands. I tend to go towards the Shure brand because they are high quality, clear, but they are not cheap. There are cheaper substitutes, but with them you run the risk of static, interference, or maybe even some type of delay in sound or voice. But you must connect your microphones to the audio that you will be using and also test the range of your microphones and test whether or not you can have all microphones on at one time or if there are limitations. You can walk around the stage with your microphone on, see if there's any interference, if there's any delays, any kind of static. That way you can address them, which usually means you have to lower the volume down or even make sure you don't have any crossed wires somewhere. And one big tip for everyone is to try to download all presentations for all speakers on one computer. I know many people want to use their own computer. Maybe they have a special computer that is awesome and they just love it. And for this purpose of presenting in an event where you have multiple speakers, you could run the risk of having that one computer that has settings that are off, or maybe it was set to a different projector at one point, and you connect that computer and it is totally off for the projector you're using, or it does not display properly, and you must have to figure out why your display is split, or if it's mirrored. You have to go through that right when you're trying to present. And so if you have just one computer with the proper settings already set on your computer for the presentations, then all you have to do is load the presentation for that speaker that is coming or is going on at that time, and that's it. You know that everything is going to display correctly. You know that it's going to work. All you have to do is make sure you have the correct presentation, and this saves you headaches, troubleshooting, and a lot of time. And this is where step 4 comes in, is make sure to test run. Like I said, if you have a presenter who has this awesome computer and his computer's has not been test run with while it's been connected to the projector, then you could run the risk of some kind of technical difficulty or having to troubleshoot certain settings in order for that presenter's computer to properly display through the projector. Now, projectors don't have a setting where there's a split screen, there is mirroring. That is all done on the computer of the presenter. So that's why I recommend use one computer, and also make sure to test run. Conference events are a big deal. You want everything to be perfect. You want everyone to have a great experience. Everyone in the audience more likely has some kind of investment in your work, and so from your organization, and so you want the audience to experience the presenter's information. The communication is clear. You want to make sure that they receive what the presenter is trying to give 100%, because the presenter worked hard, your organization worked hard, and the audience made time to show up. Just some tips and tricks. If you would like some more information, go ahead and comment below. Maybe also, if you can subscribe and also follow us, that'd be great, so we can keep providing this information to you. Thank you.